Connecting a ground jumper to a large water main presents specific challenges. Here are several options for establishing a reliable ground connection on a 7-inch water main. Firstly, consider a compression tap. Install a compression tap with a 3/4-inch or 1-inch connection on the 7-inch main. Attach the ground jumper to the tap using a bolt, nut, and washer. Secondly, explore using a saddle clamp with a grounding strap. Attach a saddle clamp with a grounding strap to the 7-inch main. Connect the ground jumper to the strap using a bolt, nut, and washer. Thirdly, you could weld on a grounding lug. Weld a grounding lug onto a clean spot in the 7-inch main. Attach the ground jumper to the lug using a bolt, nut, and washer. Fourthly, investigate specialty clamps, for example a Tesco clamp. Use a specialty clamp designed for grounding on large diameter water mains, such as the Tesco clamp. These clamps are typically installed using a hydraulic or pneumatic tool. Fifthly, engage a certified welder. Hire a certified welder to weld a grounding lug or stud directly onto the 7-inch main. Always ensure that the connection point is clean and free of paint or other coatings. Employ appropriate corrosion-resistant materials, such as stainless steel or copper, to ensure longevity and reliability of the connection. Carefully follow the manufacturer's instructions and adhere to local codes for proper installation procedures. Securely ground the jumper cable to the electrical grounding system to provide an effective path for fault current. When selecting a method for connecting the ground jumper, consider the following. Firstly, accessibility. Evaluate the available space around the water main. Limited space might favor a compact solution like a compression tap or saddle clamp. Secondly, material compatibility. Ensure that the materials used for the connection are compatible with both the water main material, typically cast iron or ductile iron, and the ground jumper conductor, usually copper. Dissimilar metals can lead to corrosion. Thirdly, code compliance. Consult local electrical codes and regulations to ensure that the chosen method meets all applicable requirements for grounding water mains. Fourthly, long-term reliability. Select a method that provides a durable and reliable connection that can withstand environmental factors such as moisture, temperature variations, and mechanical stress. When using a compression tap, firstly, prepare the water main surface. Clean the area where the tap will be installed, removing any dirt, rust, or coatings. A wire brush or abrasive pad can be used for this purpose. Secondly, install the compression tap. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for installing the compression tap. Ensure that the tap is securely tightened to provide a watertight and electrically conductive connection. Thirdly, connect the ground jumper. Attach the ground jumper to the compression tap using a bolt, nut, and washer. Use a star washer to improve the connection and prevent loosening. Fourthly, protect the connection. Apply a corrosion inhibitor or sealant to the connection to protect it from moisture and corrosion. When using a saddle clamp with a grounding strap, firstly, select the appropriate clamp size. Choose a saddle clamp that is appropriately sized for the diameter of the water main. Secondly, install the saddle clamp. Position the saddle clamp on the water main and tighten the bolts evenly to ensure a secure fit. Thirdly, connect the grounding strap. Attach the grounding strap to the saddle clamp using the provided hardware. Ensure that the strap is in direct contact with the water main. Fourthly, connect the ground jumper. Attach the ground jumper to the grounding strap using a bolt, nut, and washer. Use a star washer to improve the connection and prevent loosening. Fifthly, protect the connection. Apply a corrosion inhibitor or sealant to the connection to protect it from moisture and corrosion. When welding a grounding lug, firstly, prepare the surface. Thoroughly clean the area where the lug will be welded, removing any dirt, rust, or coatings. Use a grinder or abrasive pad to expose bare metal. Secondly, weld the grounding lug. Have a certified welder weld the grounding lug to the cleaned area of the water main. Ensure that the weld is strong and provides a reliable electrical connection. Thirdly, connect the ground jumper. Attach the ground jumper to the grounding lug using a bolt, nut, and washer. Use a star washer to improve the connection and prevent loosening. Fourthly, protect the weld. Apply a corrosion inhibitor or sealant to the weld and connection to protect it from moisture and corrosion. When using a specialty clamp, firstly, follow the manufacturer's instructions. Carefully follow the manufacturer's instructions for installing the specialty clamp. These clamps often require specialized tools and techniques. Secondly, ensure proper contact. Verify that the clamp provides a secure and electrically conductive connection to the water main. Thirdly, connect the ground jumper. Attach the ground jumper to the clamp using the provided hardware. Fourthly, protect the connection. Apply a corrosion inhibitor or sealant to the connection to protect it from moisture and corrosion. Additional considerations include firstly, inspection. After completing the installation, inspect the connection to ensure that it is secure and that all hardware is properly tightened. Secondly, testing. Use a multimeter or ground resistance tester to verify that the connection provides a low resistance path to ground. The resistance should be as close to 0 ohms as possible. Thirdly, documentation. Keep a record of the installation, including the method used, materials used, and test results. This documentation can be helpful for future maintenance or inspections. Fourthly, safety. Always follow safe electrical practices when working with grounding systems. Disconnect power to any nearby electrical circuits before beginning work. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and eye protection. Fifthly, bonding jumpers. In addition to the ground jumper across the water meter, consider installing bonding jumpers around other potential points of discontinuity in the water piping system, such as unions or flanges. This helps to ensure a continuous ground path throughout the system. The size of the ground jumper should be determined based on the size of the service entrance conductors according to the National Electrical Code, or NEC. Table 250.66 provides guidance on the minimum size of grounding electrode conductors based on the size of the service entrance conductors. For example, if the service entrance conductors are 2/0 American wire gauge copper, the minimum size of the grounding electrode conductor to water pipe is 6 American wire gauge copper. It is essential to consult the latest edition of the NEC and local codes to determine the correct size of the ground jumper for a specific installation. Corrosion is a significant concern when grounding to water pipes. Firstly, galvanic corrosion. When dissimilar metals are in contact in the presence of an electrolyte such as water, galvanic corrosion can occur. This can lead to the deterioration of the connection and a loss of grounding continuity. Secondly, stray current corrosion. Stray currents in the ground can also cause corrosion of underground metallic structures, including water pipes. This type of corrosion can be particularly severe and can lead to rapid deterioration of the pipe. To minimize corrosion, firstly, use compatible materials. Use corrosion-resistant materials such as stainless steel or copper for all components of the grounding connection. Avoid using dissimilar metals in direct contact. Secondly, apply corrosion inhibitors. Apply a corrosion inhibitor or sealant to all connections to protect them from moisture and corrosion. Thirdly, isolate the connection. If possible, isolate the grounding connection from direct contact with soil or other corrosive materials. Fourthly, regularly inspect the connection. Periodically inspect the grounding connection for signs of corrosion and replace any damaged components. When working with water pipes, it is important to avoid creating leaks or damaging the pipe. Firstly, avoid over-tightening. When installing clamps or taps, avoid over-tightening the hardware, as this can damage the pipe and create leaks. Secondly, use proper tools. Use the correct tools for the job and follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Thirdly, support the pipe. If necessary, provide additional support to the water pipe to prevent stress on the connection. Fourthly, test for leaks. After completing the installation, test the connection for leaks. If any leaks are found, repair them immediately. Grounding to a water pipe is a common and effective method of providing a grounding electrode for an electrical system. However, it is important to follow proper installation procedures and to take precautions to minimize the risk of corrosion and damage to the water pipe. By carefully considering the factors discussed above, it is possible to establish a safe and reliable grounding connection. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician or engineer if you have any questions or concerns about grounding to a water pipe. They can provide expert advice and ensure that the installation meets all applicable codes and standards.